Let's get one thing straight right now. If you've got haters, congratulations. That means you're making waves. No one gets criticized for staying in their comfort zone, for playing safe, for shrinking down. Nobody gets judged for blending in. People throw stones at the tree that's bearing fruit. So if you've got people doubting you, talking about you, rolling their eyes at your ambition, guess what? You're on the right track. Today, we're going to break down exactly how to handle hate, criticism, and negativity, not just to ignore it, but to use it as fuel. Because the biggest mistake you can make is letting someone else's opinion slow you down. Have you ever noticed that the loudest critics aren't the ones doing better than you? Successful people don't waste time hating. They're too busy winning. The ones throwing negativity your way are often the people who aren't brave enough to chase their own dreams. So, instead of getting mad, feel sorry for them. They're projecting their own fears onto you. 2, understand that their hate is proof that you're taking action. And then keep your focus on your own path. Don't slow down to throw rocks back at people who are standing still. So imagine that you're running a marathon. Would you stop and argue with every person on the sidelines who's booing you? No. You'd waste energy, fall behind, and let them win. You keep running your race. Haters don't pull down people who aren't climbing. Take hate as confirmation that you're rising. Not all hate is created equal. Sometimes what feels like negativity is actually feedback in disguise. The best way to handle criticism? Filter it. Ask yourself these 3 questions. First, who's saying it? Is the person someone you respect? Have they already achieved what you want to achieve? 2, what's their intent? Are they trying to help or just tear you down, even if their language isn't necessarily soft and kid gloves? And 3, is there a lesson? Even if someone says it poorly, is there something useful in their words? So, a successful entrepreneur giving you tough love about your business, that's wisdom. A random person, Snarky Pants 79 on the internet, calling you a failure, that's noise. I want you to ignore the noise, but keep the wisdom, learn from it, even if it stings a little. Nothing silences haters faster than results. When someone doubts you, the absolute best thing you can do is prove them wrong with your actions. So here's how you can channel hate into hustle. First thing, the young folks call this keeping receipts, but write down the negative things that people have said about you. And then instead of dwelling on it, use it as motivation. And every time you feel discouraged, read those words aloud and remind yourself, they don't get to write my story. I get to write my story. Think of every successful person you can think of, entrepreneurs, athletes, artists. Every single one of them has been told, you'll never make it. It'll never work. And every single one of them use that as fuel to push even harder. So let your success do the talking, stay focused, stay grinding, and let your results be the mic drop. And then keep your temperature down, keep your blood pressure down when you start seeing your haters claim credit for your success. It's impossible to please everyone. No matter what you do, someone will have an opinion. So stop trying to be liked. Start focusing on being great. Here's how you do that. Stop apologizing for wanting more. And accept that not everyone will understand your vision, and that's okay. And then remind yourself, you are not for everyone, and that is your superpower. Think about it. The most iconic leaders and game changers in history, they weren't universally loved. They were often controversial, misunderstood, and ridiculed. But they didn't let that stop them. If you're doing something big, you will have haters. Don't let it shake you, let it shape you. I often give the example of Jesus, and this isn't a religious talk, but the person that we know as Jesus was a perfect man. He didn't do wrong by anybody. And yet there were people who wanted to kill the man. So believe it that you, someone who's imperfect and has flaws, if you're trying to do something big, even if you're doing right by people, you're going to have people who do not like you. You're going to have people who do not believe in what you believe. You're going to have people that want to stop you from doing what you're doing. And when that happens, you have to push forward. Don't worry about who likes you and who doesn't. Worry about your purpose and live up to that. The best way to drown out hate? Surround yourself with people who believe in you. People who push you to be better. People who don't bring you constant negativity. And people who are achievers. People who are of like mind, who support your growth. Have you ever noticed that when you're around motivated people, you feel unstoppable? That's the power of your environment. Choose it wisely. Energy is contagious, and so is misery. So surround yourself with the kind of energy that lifts you higher. Listen, haters don't hate you. They hate themselves for not being brave enough to do what you're doing. The moment you realize that, their words lose power. You stop taking it personally. You stop letting it slow you down. Instead, you use it as proof that you're on the right path. So today I challenge you, stop explaining yourself. Stop seeking approval. Stop watering down your greatness to make other people comfortable. Go all in. Be bold. Be loud. Be fearless. And when the hate comes, smile, because that means you're doing something worth talking about.